This is the to-do things. It's gone.
Oh, it wasn't even stuck on there. That would have flown off.
And this is why you can't get work done around here.
That's because the clutches.
We're in this thing, but we're going back home. We don't have a fire extinguisher, and it's not a good idea to not have one, especially on the first drive. So
Just leave it right here?
yeah, we'll be back. We're itching, but we can't get impatient, because then that's when you start to make mistakes. So don't get impatient. But that does sound good. And there's a lot of fumes in here. All right, we've got a fire extinguisher, and we have, for this beautiful gloomy day. All right, just down the street, fire extinguisher, check. Adrian, check.
Yes.
Rain, check. 86, check. Let's go. First drive in the most beautiful day ever. Don't do that.
It's not that bad.
Make sure everything is in check. Yep. Looks good. Cool. My turn.
Thing sounds like a beast.
Yeah, it sounds pretty hot. Yep. So I'm riding on the trunk. Car broke. I'm riding on the back, on the top of the roof. Battery terminal, or battery was loose. Terminal touched something. Slight short, but it should be just splicing a new wire and we should be fine. Rainy days, you gotta love them. Slowing down. So this is the battery. It was completely loose. Toasted some wires here. Not good stuff. Luckily, nothing burned down. And we found back at home the battery strap. So we're just going to unrust it and put it back in.
Yep. And fix wires.
Doze. So, first thing we do, get the hazardous materials out of the way. Adrian just said the biggest truth of all time. Say it one more time, Flora. I just broke it.
What'd you break?
Jeez, I wasn't supposed to do that. Well,
What'd you break?
it's a chop saw now.
Was batteries not included type deal?
Yeah, you gotta work on a tool before you actually work with the tool. Gotta hate it. So once upon a time, guys, by the way, we're working on Adrian's car, if you guys haven't noticed. And this is for Adrian's car. He needs a carburetor, right? Because we don't want him to mess up his thing.
Need a filter.
We need a filter. And this was for a different carburetor. So we have made the hole, right? But this is not gonna work because it's a round carb inlet.
Okay, so this was the old one. Clearly, this is a circle. So that won't fit. But that fits, you know?
So, and then we went ahead and cleaned this table because it won't weld properly, but we're just gonna set this in the middle. Adrian did this fine job of cutting this out. He hasn't cleaned off this yet, but we'll just do it like that. So you can't see it, doesn't exist. Cool. And now we're gonna use our new MIG welder, which should make our welds 10 times better. Okay, cool. she's done. So it turned into this magnificent thing. Essentially, we made the bottom plate ourselves, which is pretty straight, and then just put a through bolt, filter, and welded a piece of exhaust in between. That's what that is. It's literally a 3-inch pipe of muffler, and it worked.
Yep. I'll be on my way now.
Oh.
Time to commit arson.
Also, Adrian fixed the wiring that the car was about to burn down with in the middle of the road. There you go. Nice. He did the whole heat shrink job and everything. Pretty good, pretty good. Apparently, whenever you don't have a battery tie down, the battery goes that way, gets cut, and then starts a fire. So put a battery tie down on there, which is what we're gonna do next. But first we gotta fix this hole because it's the bolt is stuck in there. And as I was getting jealous, his car never failed to disappoint. And so he's gonna get dragged today by a Miata. Okay guys, if you guys are watching this, you have just finished watching the 86, Adrian's 86, finally on the road. We got it running. It just needs some little carb tuning. I believe the carb wasn't 100% put together. So it's good enough to go down the street, but once it's going long term, basically once it warms up, it doesn't really want to run pretty. And we're kind of bouncing around in ideas, and Adrian, we know for sure it's fuel starving, but the question is why. So those cars are they're very detailed is what we'll say when it comes to the fuel system and all this. So we're gonna take it slow and just pinpoint little things at a time. But that was a very big moment, just the fact that we could get the car running by its own power. That is literally the first time it runs on its own power. It's started before. We've had no problem with it starting, but keeping it on and down the street was a big accomplishment. If you guys are new, thank you guys for subscribing. If you haven't done so, feel free to do so. And we will see you guys in the next video.